Mr. President, with many of us entering our final year in the State Senate, we should all be thinking about our legacy as legislators and what we hope to pass on for our successors in the legislature and for future generations of Michigan. Unfortunately, more often than not, we are passing a burden on to the next set of state lawmakers and adding to an ever-growing budget deficit. We have an opportunity to have a lasting impact on state government, and if we're going to move this state forward, we have to get rid of backwards thinking. Colleagues, we have the power right now to reel in state spending and institute real, long-term government reform. One simple solution to do so would be to pass this resolution that my good colleague Buzz Thomas has just spoken about, that would enact a pay-as-you-go policy. This legislation would require legislators to identify a funding source for any bill that they introduce that would increase costs to the state. I have previously worked in the legislature to ensure that we promote financial literacy to our kids, and in essence, with this resolution, we are now trying to do the same for state government. If we want to eliminate the state's structural budget deficit, not spending money we don't have seems like a good place to start. We need to change the way we do business in Lansing, and we should consider pay-as-you-go legislation and other significant reforms to hold the legislature to the same standards that families living on a budget are operating under every day. I hope that my colleagues will give this legislation some serious consideration and vote to pass this bill instead of continuing to pass the buck and asking others to foot the bill for their legislation. Thank you, Mr. President. If I could have my remarks printed in the Journal.